Arizona. Zakaria was a Palestinian Arab village 25 kilometers northwest from the city of Hebron in the Hebron Subdistrict, which was depopulated in the 1948 Arab-Israeli War. The village had a population of 1,180 on 15,320 dunums in 1945. The village was named in honor of the prophet Zachariah. Location: the village was located on a hill approximately 275 meters above sea level, situated on the northwest side of War.The. Zakaria lies on the other side of the valley. The village lay next to the road between Beit Jibrin and the Jerusalem-Jaffa highway. The streams of Wadi Ajdur and Al-Sarara were located a few kilometers north of the village. History: a town called Cape Zachariah existed there in Roman times. According to legend, the body of the prophet Zachariah was found here in 415 CE, and a church and monastery were established. The village was under the administrative jurisdiction of Beit Jibrin. During the Mamluk era, the village was a dependency of Hebron, and formed part of the Waqf supporting the Ibrahimi Mosque. In the 1480s CE, Felix Fabry described how he stayed in a Ruma inn next to a fair mosque in the village. Ottoman era. In 1517, Arizona Zakaria was incorporated into the Ottoman Empire with the rest of Palestine, and in 1596 the village appeared in the Ottoman tax registers listed as Zakaria al-Batik under the administration of the Nahia of Quds, part of the Sanjak of Quds. It had a population of 47 Muslim households and paid taxes on wheat, barley, olives, beehives, and goats. A maqam in the village dedicated to the prophet Zachariah was noticed by Edward Robinson in 1838. A Dutch traveller to Palestine in the 19th century records its name as Kfr Zakaria. In 1863 the French explorer Victor Guérin found the place to have 500 inhabitants, while an Ottoman village list of about 1870 showed that Arizona Zakaria had 41 houses and a population of 128, though the population count included men only. In 1883, the Palestine Exploration Fund's survey of Western Palestine described Zakaria as sitting on a slope above a broad valley surrounded by olive groves. British Mandate era. In the 1922 census of Palestine conducted by the British Mandate authorities, Zakaria had a population of 683, all Muslim, increasing in the 1931 census to 742, still all Muslims, in 189 occupied houses. By 1945, the population was 1,180, all Muslims, with a total of 15,320 dunums of land. In 1944-45 a total of 6,523 dunums of village land was allocated to cereals. 961 dunums were irrigated or used for orchards, of which 440 dunums were planted with olive trees, while 70 dunums were built-up areas. 1948 and aftermath. In the 1948 Arab-Israeli War, Arizona Zakaria was the longest-lasting Arab community in the southern Jerusalem corridor. The village was defended by the Egyptian Muslim Brotherhood, the Arab Liberation Army and local militiamen, who were defeated by the Israel Defense Forces on October 23, 1948. In the course of Operation Yoav, the 54th Battalion of the Givati Brigade found the village almost empty, as most of the residents had fled to the nearby hills. 2 residents were executed by Israeli soldiers. In December 1948, the army evicted about 40 old men and women to the West Bank. In March 1949, the Interior Ministry requested the eviction of 145 or so remaining villages. The official in charge of the Jerusalem district said there were many good houses in the village which could be used to accommodate several hundred new immigrants. In January 1950, David Ben-Gurion, Moshe Sharet and Yosef Weitz decided to evict the villages, but without coercion. On March 19, 1950, the transfer of the Arabs of Zakaria was approved and the order was carried out on June 9, 1950. The manner of expulsion of the villages is not mentioned. Some of the villages moved to Ramla and Lod while others settled in the Dasher refugee camp in the West Bank. In 1950, Moshav Zakaria was established on the village land, close to the village site. During the 1960s, most of the buildings in the village were destroyed as part of a national program to level depopulated villages. In 1992, Walid Khalidi described the remaining structures, the mosque and a number of houses, some occupied by Jewish residents and others deserted, remain on the site. Large sections of the site itself are covered with wild vegetation. The mosque is in a state of neglect and an Israeli flag is planted on top of the minaret. One of the occupied houses is a two-story stone structure with a flat roof. Its second-story windows have round arches and grillwork. Parts of the surrounding lands are cultivated by Israeli farmers. Culture. The village was known for its Palestinian costumes. A wedding dress from Zakaria is part of the collection in Museum of International Folk Art at Museum of New Mexico at Santa Fe. Notable residents: Nasser Abdul Aziz Elian. Bibliography.